Let's take a look at how to do some mass percent problems. I have written here the formula, so the percent by mass is given as the mass of solute over the mass of solution, with the mass of solution being the mass of solute plus solvent altogether. Or I could have mass of solvent over mass of solution, but we're mainly going to focus on the mass of solute over mass of solution. Now let's take a look at problem 1. What mass of a 4% NaOH solution by mass contains 15 grams of NaOH? So my mass of the solute is given, NaCl, is 15 grams. And I'm also given the percent by mass as 4%. Okay, now I can go ahead and write these. So percent by mass is equal to 15 grams, which is the mass of solute, over X, because I don't know what the mass of solution, that's what I'm asked to find. And this is equal to 4%. Now, I need to convert that percentage to a regular number, and I do that by dividing by 100. So therefore, my 15 grams over X are equal to 0.04. And now that I have that in a simple number, I can figure out X. All I have to do, so X is equal to 15 divided by 0.04. And this gives me 375 grams of NaOH, not NaCl. Sorry about that. Of NaOH. Okay, this is how you can figure out the mass of the solution. This is the solution, not just NaOH. The mass of NaOH was 15 grams, but this is of the total solution, meaning 360 grams out of this are water. Okay, let's take a look at the second problem. What mass of HCl is contained in 45 milliliters of an aqueous HCl solution that has a density of 1.19 grams per centimeters and contains 37.21% HCl by mass? So I have a volume of 45 milliliters, and it has a density of 1.19 grams per centimeters cubed, and it contains, so the percent by mass is 37.21, and I am going to convert this to a number already, so divide by 100, it will be 0.3721. Okay, now if I go to the percent by mass formula, I need the mass of solute over the mass of solution. I don't really have either at this point. I just know that this is the percent, so the division, the mass of solute over mass of solution should equal 0.3721, but I don't know either mass at this point. What I am given is an aqueous solution, a volume of the aqueous solution, and the density of the solution. So because I know the volume and the density, I know these, I can figure out the mass of solution. So my mass is equal to volume times density. My volume is 45 milliliters, and trying to find my notes here, my density is 1.19 grams per centimeter cube, which is the same as a milliliter. So let's do 45 for the volume, milliliters, multiplied by 1.19 grams per milliliters, because it's the same as the gram per centimeters cubed. This gives me 53.55 grams. 53.55 grams. And this is of my HCl solution, because it tells me that it's an aqueous solution that has that volume and that density. So this is the mass of my solution that I just found. Now I need to calculate the mass of the solute. which I can do. Percent is by mass. Mass is equal to the mass of my solute, which I don't know, so I'll put as x, over 53.55 grams, and that was equal to 37.21. Now if I get rid of the percent here, like I did, I would get x over 53.55 grams is equal to 0.3721. And to find x, I multiply these two numbers. So x is equal to 53.55 times 0.3721, and that gives me 19.93 grams of HCl as a solute, not as a solution. So this is how you can figure out, typically when you're given a volume and a density, that will be of the solution. So it will be, you can figure out the mass of the total solution when you're given a volume and a density. This is what we did here. And then if you're given the mass percent, you can calculate the mass of the solute. If you're given the mass of the solute, you can calculate the mass percent because you know everything else. Okay, I am going to pause, erase this, and then we'll continue with problem 3.